And as we mark the end of British summertime this weekend, we are certainly going to start to feel those chillier autumn temperatures. I will have the full forecast a little later in the programme. And it's been a beautiful day for some, but will that lovely sunshine continue over the weekend? I'll have your full national forecast next.
Cold out there, isn't it?
Yeah, Becky hasn't moved on. Becky is still here. And yes, baby, it's cold outside. It certainly is, but at least it's sunny as well. We've really been lacking in the sunshine stakes so far this month. We should be at around 74% of our monthly average. We are at a measly and rather paltry 44%. So the sunshine that we saw today really has been a welcome boost. And these pictures were recorded at London and Windsor earlier on. Sparkly autumnal sunshine. But of course, with the cold comes the sunshine. Those two are linked together because cold air tends to hold less moisture, so we do tend to get more sunshine. Let's have a look at what's going on. And as you can see, we do have low pressure sitting out towards the east, high pressure to the west, and that's caused this squeeze of isobars. It's cold and it's coming from a chilly northerly direction, and that's what's really going to be affecting our temperatures, that cold air mass, but also feeling colder than that in quite a stiff breeze. So as we look ahead to tomorrow morning, for example, you can see that on the face of it, those temperatures aren't looking too bad, around or just below the seasonal average. And then you add on the effect of that cold northerly wind, and it's going to be feeling much closer to low single figures there towards Aberdeen, barely into the plus numbers at all. Really feeling very chilly indeed, but at least after a rather wet start, it's going to be lovely and sunny. And of course, the other major thing happening this weekend is the clock change. Spring forward, fall back. This is the good one. This is the one where you get an extra hour in bed at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, and that's when it happens. And as I say, it's all happening this weekend. Let's have a look. So cold and sunny over the weekend. And then as we move into next week, and of course it is half term, all important weather conditions, lots of pressure on from parents. I'm afraid we're back to something milder, cloudier and wetter as well. So not making any friends.
Got it. Thank you very much, Becky.
The excitement is all down to the fact that we're going to be getting all that sunshine after such a gloomy time, and that's certainly, as I say, what we're going to be having this weekend. This is our weather menu. It's cold and sunny for most on Saturday, with a few showers in the west, and then a dry, cold start on Sunday, so get up early if you can bear to. The rain spreading in from the northwest later and gradually starting to turn less cold as we lose that cold northerly, and then slowly it starts to turn more westerly. So we look ahead then to the picture for tonight. Still a fair amount of rain around, these frontal systems giving some quite relentless rain there across those northeastern areas. And there's that cold northerly wind just tucking in behind, and we'll definitely get rid of a step change by the time we get to tomorrow morning. So tomorrow itself starts with a fair amount of rain down towards the far southeastern areas, but quickly that clears off the scene. Lots of sunshine starting to appear. The showers mostly towards the western coastal areas, but as you can see, it's not a bad day at all. Even where you see the showers, you should still see a fair amount of sunshine as well. So as I say, the temperatures don't look too bad, but by the time you get in the wind, it is pretty nippy, and the winds really are quite keen as well. So also worth bearing in mind that with those strong winds, we also have some pretty high tides down the eastern coastline, which you'll definitely need to watch out for. Not that you're going to be going for a swim in the sea at this time of year. Now we look ahead then to Sunday. As you can see, a lovely sunny start to the day. That wind and rain though increasing though from the northwest throughout the afternoon.